Thanks, sir. Our time now 7:33, and 2 weeks ago today, in fact, the city of Mobile swore in its newly elected mayor, Sandy Stimpson. Now, that change now brings a question: what kind of change will we see for the port city? Now, with us this morning in the studio is Mayor Sandy Stimpson. Good morning, Mr. Mayor. Thanks for joining us today.
Good morning, Eric.
You know, a lot of questions, of course, anytime you have a new change in administration. One of the things that some people are asking are questions about the senior leadership. We've got a situation now similar to one back years ago when Sam Cochran became mayor, asking the chief to move back. Now, the chief has agreed to move back to the city of Mobile. A lot of folk are asking, shouldn't senior leadership live in the city of Mobile?
Well, certainly if you're driving vehicles back and forth, that's a consideration I think that all citizens have. But you know, one of the ways I look at it is that if we told every business in Mobile that they could only hire people that live within the city limits, think of how we would hamstring every business. The desire is that we'll create a city where they want to live in Mobile. That will be their place of choice, and that's what we're working on.
So that's a part of the city's future plans, to have enticements so they won't want to live there.
That's exactly right.
But shouldn't your leadership, though, shouldn't they want to be a part? They are public servants in that capacity.
Well, in some situations, they've already established a home, their children in school, and to uproot them just to move, 10 or 15 miles just doesn't necessarily make sense to do that. So.
Okay. Looking at the city of Mobile, your plans for developing the downtown area, what is it going to take to bring back the citizens living and that area being thriving as it was back in its heyday?
Well, I think the first thing that you got to do is make sure that people feel safe there. And that's obviously something that we'll be working on and are working on. And then when you look at the blight that's downtown, there's got to be initiatives to make sure that that blight goes away. There are developers, in the private sector that want to do things downtown. And so you just got to make a situation whereby it's easy for them to do business, to develop their properties, and to encourage them to develop their properties.
Is that one of the things that you see as what you'd like to see the old, because you're a Mobile native, so would you like to see that bustling, thriving area again?
It's absolutely mandatory that downtown be bustling and thriving, walkable, livable, shoppable.
Now, one of the things when you talk about the safety issue, one of the things that the media is concerned about, we had a change about a year ago of the scanners not making information accessible to us to be able to report things to help out, we feel, the overall vitality of the community. Is that something that we'll be able to get you to maybe reconsider and have that brought back to where we can be more involved in the reporting of news when it comes to safety issues?
Yes, we've already met with the chief of police regarding that issue. I think that he'll actually be meeting with the media this week to hear it from them. So that's not filtered through the mayor, and then we will come up with a plan so that the media does have better access than what it currently has, to the scanners, to the reports, to a public information officer after hours. So yes, we'll be working on that. It's just part of the transparency that we feel so important going forward.
All right, we saw the door coming down, so we're all looking forward to that. Anything that you expect to see happening in the next week as relates to changes from the new administration? Well,
we don't have anything on the city council agenda this week. We're working still to put together the team. We're also continuing to analyze the structure of city government, see ways things that we can do to make it more efficiently and responsive to our citizens, and that's just going on every hour. We're talking to employees, getting their feedback, and also listening to citizens.
All right, Mayor Sandy Stimpson, thank you so much, and I guess congratulations on a week in office.
Thank you
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for joining us this morning.
Good. Thank you.